So I got laid off on Thursday. Today's Monday, and I have a lot of thoughts. So let's talk about it. For reference, I'm 28 years old. I've been working in corporate America for, 8 years. I graduated college in 2018, and this is my second, technically third time getting laid off if you include a furlough from COVID. I was not expecting it at all. I was pretty blindsided, but I am super, super thankful for this layoff versus my last one, and let me explain to you why. The last time I got laid off, I was 24 years old, and I had just purchased my condo. So my first piece of property, the only piece of property I own. I used most of my savings to purchase it. It's truly my biggest accomplishment. And 2 months later, I had no employment. I vowed to myself from that moment on, I would never let myself feel so scared and so hopeless ever again, because I truly wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was like, I think I'm going to be on food stamps. And my parents, just for a backstory, I had no assistance getting my house. My parents sent me dish towels as a thank you present. I 100% did this on my own. So it was 100% my responsibility to figure out what I'm going to do. With that being said, I then met my now fiance a year and a half later, and I live in his house, and we rent out my property still. So we do make a little bit of rental income. I also teach Pilates, and I own my own Pilates grip socks business. And I have done this weekend what is called redistributing my calories, now knowing one of my sources of income will be diminished. So I guess my biggest piece of advice here for women, because that's who I'm really talking to, but truly anyone, is do not put all of your eggs in one basket. I don't care if you have the best corporate job in the world. I don't care if you think you have the job security. I used to tell people that this was the job I was retiring to, and I absolutely got blindsided by this. But I do not have to worry about how I'm going to put food on the table or what I'm going to do when I wake up tomorrow, because I have 2 other sources of income, 3 if you count my rental, 3 other sources of income, but 2 other businesses, teaching Pilates and owning my Pilates sub company, that I can now put more of my calories in and redistribute while looking for more full-time work. I am not saying quit your job and going all in on being an entrepreneur. If that suits you, great. But I love corporate America. I've always loved the stability of it, but do not put all of your eggs in one basket. I don't care if it's a hobby, an interest, something you might kind of be interested in. Dive into it, explore it, and figure out how to monetize it, because truly, you never know when you're going to get a random meeting on your calendar that you're going to get laid off. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just being realistic. And it's really important just for your character development and as a person to have a multifaceted personality, to be able to have hobbies that I've been able to monetize and take as something outside of work. I love teaching because I work from home and it gets me out of the house, but I also know I can kind of flow in and flow out of it as much as I want, depending on what I need in my life. So truly, if you have not already, especially everybody, but really women, because that's who I'm talking to, find something you're minorly interested in. It does not have to be the fire that's lit under your ass. It doesn't have to be your be-all, end-all passion project. You don't have to be obsessed with it every day. You're not going to be obsessed with anything every single day. But you need to find something that you can lean into and just figure out additionally, how you could monetize that, what you can grow from it. It doesn't have to be your own business. It could literally be a side hustle, but truly find a side hustle, find something else. So in case you ever need to, you can diversify those calories, because you never, ever, ever know when you're going to need to lean into it.
We began by saying we hoped we wouldn't be in this position again. Yet we are, and we deeply regret the impact this decision may have on you. For that, I am truly very sorry. This decision is not a reflection on you as individuals. I also want to say you've been tremendous team members, colleagues, and friends to me and so many others. We are here to support you personally and professionally as you navigate next steps. We will begin deactivating all systems access at this time. This time I'll end the call.
And that's it. And they turned everything off.
I come to you with horrible news. I wish this was clickbait. I wish this was a joke, but it is in fact true, and it is my life. I was laid off this morning. I was laid off this morning. And you may be asking yourself, oh my God, that timing is really bad considering you just moved into a new apartment and that you were living with your parents and not paying any rent while you were living there. And now you are, and now you don't have a job. And you may also be asking yourself, are you stressed out about it? Yes, I definitely am. And you may also be asking yourself, are you gonna apply to jobs? Like, what are you literally gonna do? Yes, I am applying to jobs at a rapid pace, a pace that's never been done before. So, and I also come to you and I say, if you know of one, if you know of a job, that'd be cool. And I'd do it probably. And I do it so good. Specifically in social media or brand marketing. Brand marketing specialist was my previous title that I no longer hold. And I have a lot of experience in social media management. My DMs have never been more open. So please feel free to shoot me a DM if you have any leads, and I'll definitely apply. Thank you so much for listening to this message. Things were going suspiciously good for me. I will say things were going suspiciously good. And now this is kind of mixing things up a little bit. I was wondering how the plot was going to continue, and this is amazing. On another vein, if you have something and you'd like me to make an ad for it, I'm definitely open to that as well. So let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'm here for that, for sure.
I just got let go from my job as part of organizational shifts and return to office. As you guys know, I have been a remote employee for the past 5 years, really since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm crying not because I'm sad that I got let go. Obviously, the instability of losing an income always sucks. What sucks most about being let go is somebody taking control out of your hands. I always preach internally and here at home that we have got to be the people in the driving seat of our futures, of our careers. And when a company takes that control out of your hands, it sucks because all of a sudden the plan that you had, the roadmap that you were on board for is gone. Now you've got to start over. And this is why you've always got to have a plan B, a plan C, and most importantly, an emergency fund. I am incredibly upset and frustrated. There have been several shifts in the company in this last couple of months that I just knew the writing was on the wall and I knew my time was coming. But the fact that we have an emergency fund, because ultimately that is what matters at the end of the day, is that we have money to pay our mortgage, to pay for our daycare. We have that as a fallback, and I can take time, maybe a week, to just collect my thoughts and put together a strategy for job hunting. Always be prepared for the unexpected, because ultimately companies will always put themselves first. And as much as you want to believe that you're part of the family, you like the people you work with, it's a business transaction. It's a business contract, and you've got to handle it as such. But please know that you are more than your job. You are more than what you do. Have a plan, have an emergency fund. Do not spend more than you need to. Live below your means. We are in strange times. That isn't beside me losing the job, just general messaging. Protect yourselves, treat yourself as a business, and always be looking for better opportunities because companies would do the same, and they are.
Well, second time in a year, almost a year to the day, I got laid off again. Twice in a year. And what the fuck? What is anyone supposed to do? And they said, because of the economy is crap right now. So, we're gonna lay off a whole bunch of people again. And I already was struggling so hard, actually low-key, to even keep the current roof over my head. And now I have no idea how I'm even going to get through the next few hours. I just don't understand. But yeah, the economy is shit. America is shit right now. I feel like there's a really big plan for them to, tank this so that we have to rely on other things, other people. It's fucking shit. And I'm quite frankly tired of it. I'm tired of my livelihood being in other people's hands. And I have no idea how to fix that, but I'm going to, because this is just wild, and I'm fucking angry more than I am hurt or sad. I'm scared. I have no idea where any of my bills are gonna come from, or come, the money. I'm more angry than anything because I just cannot even believe I used to be able to get a job like the week later if I got laid off. So I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I was really hoping at one point I would make money on TikTok, and I still only have 1,500 followers or whatever. So if you could just blow this up and let's get 10,000 followers plus whatever, because I might be homeless in a week or two if I can't figure it out. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday, a way better Tuesday than me. And if you have any tips, tricks, or whatever to help right now and get me through this, greatly appreciated. Yeah.
I was laid off from my corporate job in November, just after passing 5 years there. It is now April and I still have not been able to get another job. I have tried hospitality gigs, overnight hotel clerks. I tried going back into assisted living. I tried staying in corporate, sales, support, account management. No luck, nothing's working out. And yesterday, my boyfriend did a little bar hopping thing for me for my birthday. And we wandered into this newish taco shop. They are a bar, but not a full bar. Everything that they have, alcohol and non-alcohol, is in glasses and bottles, cans and bottles. And the guy basically was like, "You're our last order of the day." And I was like, that's a weird time for them to be closing. And I went to the bathroom. And I came back out and I made a comment to my boyfriend, why are they closing at such a weird time? And he was like, oh, he told me that the person that was supposed to be replacing him called in and quit, and he's just been working too much because they're already understaffed. So the guy came back out to change out a trash bag, and I was like, hey, sorry to hear about that. Does that mean you guys are hiring though? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm very interested in a job. And this man ran and got a Post-it note. So I wrote down my name, email, phone number. I said open availability. I already got a call this morning. This was literally last night at 5 p.m. I got a call this morning and I'm going to meet with this guy in 38 minutes. So fingers crossed, you guys. I'm sure it's going to be minimum wage, which I'm in California, so that's not horrible. And it'll be slight tips. It's one of those places where the kiosk says 15, 20, 25%. I'm hoping I get the job. I'm hoping it's large amount of hours. And yeah, and then at that point, once I start marking, if I get the job, once I start marking that I'll have that income, I'm going to lose my unemployment checks. So I'll be able to do more side things getting paid legally for house sitting, dog walking. I'm approved to be a Lyft driver, so maybe I'll be able to start Lyft driving. I'm an early morning person. I easily wake up at 5, 6 a.m. And apparently there's a lot of surges in the city from 5 to 8. So I could drive from 5 to 8 and see how much money I can make. At this point, I'm not going to stop looking for a corporate job. I would love something remote, but I'm literally gonna take anything at this point. I'm not gonna stop looking for something else, but if this works out, I'll finally be able to figure out some sort of routine. I'll be able to make my own money. My anxiety is gonna go down. And I'm just really excited. This was a lot of talking. Fingers crossed. This is what I'm wearing. I didn't know what to wear. I was gonna wear a dress cardigan and heels, but they wear jeans and brewery t-shirts there. So I went black tennis. I should probably move my water bottle. And then just jeans, cute top to make it professional. And then I probably will not walk in with this bag. Everything I need is on my back of my phone wallet. Anyways, that's it. Love you guys.
We do ask that you sign. Do you have any questions for us now?
No, I don't.
Action of force.
Let us.
Thank you.
All right, Aiden. Well, okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Don't even cry. Everything always happens for a reason. Everything always happens for a reason. Everything literally always happens for a reason.